when she's holding that basketball up, I ain't gonna lie, I got kind of a half a chub too, you know? I mean, I'm just saying. It didn't start me on a rabbit kick, but...
The little kid deserved it because he copied what I was doing and thought he was cool, and I had to put him in his place.
And I was insanely drunk. And this one guy had like a bong from the floor going up. And he asked, "Do you want to hit?" I said, "Yeah." I cleared it, and then I teleported home. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Duff's Tavern. Today I'm joined by Andrew, who's been here before, and the man who's had a shirt before his appearance. This is Donny. Or Little Donny's.
Little Donny's.
I think we told that story before.
Yes.
We can refresh the crowd.
Yeah, that's how we got the t-shirts, because the story was told.
Oh, yeah, but we'll refresh the crowd if we have to.
Should have rights to all that.
I mean, there was a sticker that was going to be placed outside of Community.
Yes, I remember, yes.
And Andrew today donated Dalmore. There it is, a shot frame. There we go.
One of those frames, anyway.
One of the cameras. And as we pour this, Andrew gifted me this, and I gifted y'all something if you want to flip over those boxes.
It's time to duel!
There you go, look at that. So ironically, what he gifted us is what actually drew us to become friends as well.
Very long time ago.
Yeah, back in high school where... Cheers. I'm sure most of your listeners might still be.
Still do it to this day.
That's definitely scotchy.
Oh, yeah. I told you we were going to cue that word or not.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, because I play Magic, and the only thing I know of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is...
That's better? Yeah.
No. I like fantasy, but I did watch, the anime of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, the original one, I think GX, and I fell off after the motorbike stuff.
Yeah, it kind of got stupid after
Most
that.
people do.
Yeah.
Not to say. So, but yeah, that Magic Yu-Gi-Oh! Argument is always made, You'll get the argument on both ends.
I mean, as long as you have fun in the cards you play, that's it.
Yeah, and, you make little kids cry like somebody used to do.
The little kid deserved it because he copied what I was doing and thought he was cool, and I had to put him in his place. And he wasn't that little. He was maybe 5 years younger than me, I guess, maybe. Mm-hmm. But he thought he was cool, and he wasn't.
Hold on, are we talking about the one that got his card stole?
No, not that one. This is a different one.
So, what did he copy you with? I know nothing.
Well, I had a deck that I built, and it was Creators, which was a great monster, and I built a deck around it, and I was dominating everybody. And then the next weekend, he came with the same thing. Mine was better. Mm-hmm. And the guy came to me, he's like, "Dude, he copied you." I was like, "What do you mean he copied you?" I'm like, "No, he didn't." So I sat there and played, and I let him win. And then, okay, you ready to play for real now? So I had my hand turned out like this. Don't do that. You see that right there? Don't do that. And dude, you did it. And then I just destroyed him, and he started crying, and never saw him again.
So to make preference to this is back in, let's see, what was this, the early 2000s? It's been, mid-2000s?
Yeah, well, maybe mid.
Yeah, they used to have Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments at Books A Million.
Yeah.
And this is where he was going. Mm-hmm. I was...
It was the highlight of my Saturday at one point. It was just, I was that good. It was great.
It was before he lost his virginity. So
yes, it was.
We'll preference that, too.
It was.
That word will be said a lot, probably, today.
I go to Animal House for Friday Night Magic, and they have Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon there, too.
Okay. Have you been to, what is it, Synergy, I think it's called?
Yeah, it's up in Somerville. I went Juice Creek, that's it.
My stepson does that.
I know the ones around here are Final Round, Synergy, Animal House. And
okay.
Yeah, they were in cool places like that weren't around. Not that they're cool, but they weren't around like that when we were growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made do.
Age is showing at this point. Yeah. So... But yeah, your supervisor's kids still go to Synergy too. Trying to talk me into that when I took them to do some debauchery the other day.
Yeah,
if you
want to open it and go through the cards, you can.
On a brighter note, man, I'm loving these little glasses you got.
Yeah, from Game of Thrones.
That's what I do. I drink and I know things.
I had a couple. I had one I got for Father's Day. I loved it. That was my drinking glass, but it broke. Never had it again.
I saw the whiskey glass with like the D20 molded inside of it.
Oh, that'd be
I
cool.
was like, I want that so bad.
I just wonder how like well the ice would be and how like chilled the the liquor would stay.
Yeah. I also have I'm upgrading my whiskey kit where I have the stuff you can burn and smoke it.
Yeah.
Too.
Okay.
I haven't tried it yet.
Those, I've tried them before at restaurants. They're pretty interesting. It's a flavor.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I know like a lot of old fashions will have like the smokiness added. I just feel like that's a reason for them to charge $20 for a cocktail.
Yeah.
It's a little like fanfare.
So it's funny you say that. So I'll preference a story here. Last year I was at a company function in Hamel in December. You got to drink just to be in Minnesota. Sorry to anybody in Minnesota, Sorry, not sorry. It was 72 degrees here. But I had my first old fashioned there, and to be honest with you, I had to laugh at the guy because it was a hotel bar. He was paying $38 for an old fashioned. And I was drinking my Miller Lights, and, I was getting about 8 or 9 to his 1.
Yeah.
And he made the mistake of offering it to me, so I made him pay for it, too.
So my wife's favorite drinks is old fashions. Mm-hmm. She makes them amazing. She used to be an amazing bartender, but she makes them amazing better than I've ever had it before.
Oh, yeah. So I will say this, too. Once we get rolling, sorry, Kelly, if you do hear some of these stories. Just remember, he was a different man before he met you, and I came along with the marriage, so just let that be known.
Yeah.
But going to Yu-Gi-Oh, how long have y'all been playing?
Since we met.
Since 2000s.
Yep.
Since we became friends. We were probably 16, 17.
I was 2.
Yeah.
Age showing.
We've been playing. I used to go back to skipping classes and hanging out in the library playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, so we actually met in high school. We actually had the same class freshman year. And
Yeah, but-
seen each other, but didn't even register.
Andy was a weird, quiet kid. He if you talk to him, he looked like he's about to stab you. That was how Andy was. He didn't really
I was
come out
the
till
kid
then.
you wouldn't mess with because you were afraid of a trench
Yeah.
coat coming to school.
He'd give you some kind of weird look and a squinch, and then I'd like, dude, me walk away from this dude.
And then the joke was he was in another class with my brother, so the joke became he wanted my brother's spicy burrito.
It wasn't a fucking joke, and it wasn't true. Excuse my language, sorry, but it wasn't
All
true.
the time. It's fine.
You see how he had a smile the entire time he was saying it, right? So anyway, fast forward, what it'd have been 2 years later, because it was Russia's class
yeah,
first
it was 2
year.
years.
And then we had the same class, and then ironically we were walking by each other at lunch and had the cards out. Mm-hmm. I think I was watching him duel, and then I popped up and whipped some ass, and it was just.
No, he
we were
did more than whip ass. He made that boy quit. I remember that to this day. That was amazing.
It was like a kindred spirit kind of, no Diddy, but you always hear about you can meet your friends and instantly know that holy shit, this is like my hetero life mate, as Jay would say.
Love you too, buddy. No homo.
That's my Jay. I guess I'm
No
a
homo.
silent Bob, but
I could see it. Y'all
I
switch
might-
off with the beard.
Why am I Jay? I don't want to be. I don't like Jay.
dude, Jay's awesome.
Whatever, but.
But anyway, so like I said, we just started to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And then found out we had more in common than, we thought. And
Started hanging out, Not that I was done with school at the time. I didn't graduate, unfortunately, but I got a GED. I mean, dude, I make more money than people that have been to college make sometimes, to be honest with you.
It's good enough to drink.
Yeah, but,
South Carolina.
skipping school, going hang out. He's done dropped out.
Hey,
And,
hold on. I spent 4 years in high school.
Yeah, I spent about 4 as well,
It
but
was just 2 years of freshman and 2 years of sophomore.
mine was 1 year of freshman and 3 years of sophomore.
Guess
But anyways,
So I'm the only one that went all the way through high school at this table.
congratulations.
Barely.
Still make more money than you, but yeah, congratulations.
Well, hold on.
You don't-
Hold on.
Give me a
We ain't
little bit.
comparing 401ks.
I'm just joking.
We don't need to go band for band right now. Give it
Exactly.
I'd rather have your job than my job. It's okay.
And don't underestimate the Adonis sitting next to us. Because we went top golfing the other day, and he kicked my flabby ass. So
It was a game I felt so bad. Because it'd be like the first round, and I would already be in the triple digits, and everyone would barely be over 50. I'm just like,
we played 2 games, and both games, there were 6 of us. he had more points than the other 5 competitors combined.
Likes to hit balls. I can't. He's a ball buster. I can't help that.
Yeah.
You know, well,
I'm glad I wasn't there. I wouldn't have cared. If I was there, I wouldn't have cared.
You were whacking balls with him, and he still beat you.
Yeah.
Beat me too. So.
It's because I was drinking. That's why he beat me.
I was also drinking.
Yeah.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
Hint the tavern part of Duff's Tavern, you know?
I mean, I used to rep Everclear in college, so
There you go.
dude, it was insane. I forget if I told this on the thing before, but I apologize, family and grandma, if you hear about this. There was one party where I decided to, like, I mixed Everclear where you couldn't taste the alcohol, so it was fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
So I would show up to parties with, like, Gatorade bottles and fill it with, like, the mix, so it was red, so it looked like red Gatorade. I have it in my bag, and I would just...
So it looked like a party punch,
Yeah.
basically.
I'd rip it and rip it and rip it, and I was insanely drunk. And this one guy had like a bong from the floor going up, and he asked, "Do you want to hit?" I said, "Yeah." I cleared it, and then I teleported home.
You want
Beat
to
me up,
talk? You want to
Scotty.
talk about some insanely drunk stories? Okay.
Oh, we can get into it.
I'll tell you one right now. So, speaking of being young, I'm not old. I'm not having a midlife crisis like some people think I am because I'm wearing a hat.
I've known him for 27 years. I've never seen him wear a hat.
But anyways, being younger and being stupid and just drinking, not drinking good now, but drinking stupid shit. Going out of town just to go drink, having some guy buy you alcohol because obviously you were underage, but you have someone buy it for you.
Yeah.
As long as
You
you don't
didn't-
wake up in a van, you're good.
Not knowing what not knowing what you're about to get yourself into because you're not buying this stuff by any means.
Yeah. You're buying like the
We're buying like Smirnoffs and
Mike's Hard
Mike's Hard
Lemonade.
lemonades and stuff like that.
Four Locos.
Yeah.
No, this was before Four Locos.
Really?
This is Mad Dog territory.
Oh, yeah,
yes, but
That
yes.
dog's coming back.
Yeah, I seen that. But yeah, no, this was in the
It
era
was crazy.
of
We didn't know-
wine coolers.
Well, we also didn't know how to eat either. We had a bunch of junk food.
So to preference
Stupid.
the story, I know where he's going with this. This is like we decided we were going to get insanely screwed up one weekend, and both of us were underage. So who was that we talked? Was that Fred we talked to?
Yeah,
do it?
Fred. We talked
So
Fred
his-
buying it. The old guy.
This old guy he knows, no Diddy. Once again, we'll preference that too, since he's about.
We
to be
just sat there and
sentenced.
say, "Hey, just pointing it."
So we
pointing
go
at
we
it,
go
and
pick
you
this
got
guy up, take him, tell him, hey, here's our budget. Here's what I think we paid him like $20 to go in there and
Yeah.
buy us all this shit. So
Yeah.
we fill this cooler full of wine coolers. Jack Daniels, Down Home Punch, Mike's Hard Lemonade, Smirnoff Ice. Just a bunch of... You drink it now, you'll be like, holy crap, what the hell was I doing?
I drink Smirnoff all the time.
Well, I do not
My
anymore.
point being proven from what I said a little while ago.
Exactly. So we go to this hotel, and we're just chilling out by the pool, pounding these back, and then there's probably, 60, 70 bottles in this
Yes,
cooler.
getting hammered.
And we can't take them back to the house. Neither him or I. Like I said, we're both underage. So we just start calling people because we know we have this hotel for 2 days, and we got to get rid of this liquor or all this wine coolers. So we have one of our buddies come over, Clay. We call him Clay, and this is right when like American Idol. I think it was American Idol, Clay, and yeah. Hit real big and whatnot, and then we brought this girl. We nicknamed her Dirty Carrots, and that's a story for a different day.
She likes dirty carrots.
We'll just preference that. That's a story for a different day.
Okay.
She liked to clean carrots.
Yeah. So
She never cleaned my carrot. Let's put it there. But she did.
you just opened Pandora's box. With that one.
So she was vegan, is what I.
Yes. Let's go
Yeah,
with
we'll go with
Let's go
that.
with
She
that.
was a
Minus
vegan.
the buck teeth.
She didn't eat them, but yeah.
Just stop. Anyway, so we bring them over, and I think LJ came over too, didn't he, for a little bit? So we
For a little bit.
we got like 5 or 6 people over there to start pounding on.
He was a
And
wimp, though. He didn't stay very long.
yeah, clearly. So about 8 o'clock, I am so hammered, I don't know which way I'm coming or going.
And he's coming. He's going. I'll tell you where he was going. He was going down the hall, butt ass naked, running. That's where he was going.
And
Running down the hotel hall, butt
Yeah.
ass naked. And then it ended up, and sounds weird, but he had clothes on by this time. This ends up with us all hanging out in the pool, trying to sober him up because he was done. He was fucking gone. And we're like, and then all of a sudden, I love you guys.
He at that point.
Yes.
I became the lovey drunk.
I love you guys. After he became the laughing, giddy, streaking drunk, then he became he hit like 4 levels, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Then he became the loving drunk, and then he's like, I love you guys. You're my best friends. I love you
Yep.
so much. I'm so happy. Blah 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 blah. I swear to God, he would have kissed me. You know?
I probably would have.
Then he became the angry drunk because we went back to the hotel room and he was done, and he was trying to sleep and we wouldn't let him have the cut. We wouldn't let him go to sleep, and he got angry and started threatening everybody about give me the blanket, I'm fucking cold, and it was crazy.
And then I became the naked puking in the
the
tub
tub
drunk.
Yeah.
That's after someone had already puked in the toilet and didn't flush it. Clay.
Let's just say this, like, I wish I knew who cleaned that room up afterwards because I would go back and give her like $1,000 tip right now. Because we left like beer bottles everywhere and stuff, and I think I put a prepaid card on there, so it's not like they were gonna charge anything extra than what was on that card.
Thought ahead.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I never thought about that for a hotel because I thought you had to give credit cards.
Now you do.
Oh, okay.
Now you do.
Because of you.
Because of people who like him.
No. You can still use like a debit card and stuff, but they take like a $600 hold on.
Yeah.
Because I stay in
I hate
hotels
that.
all the time. Now.
Yeah.
Get a credit card.
Or get
I
like
got a credit card. I don't like
put
using.
$600 on a
Prepaid card. Yeah, if you use a prepaid card, because most of them you can book them online now, you can still use a prepaid,
Yeah.
and they can't pull anything more than what's on that card.
Yeah. I haven't.
But luckily, we don't do things like that anymore, so it's not really a problem.
Well, it doesn't
for us.
matter. We both have houses now.
Yeah, you got a point. We have mortgages and stuff, so
I do not.
lucky you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like I don't want to buy a house down here. Because one, it's expensive, and two, I'm not.
Especially nowadays.
Dude.
I lucked out when I got mine.
Dude, it's insane. Because like I look at the prices and like the median for all of Charleston, and including like Mount Pleasant, Daniel Island, all that put in is like 400,000.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Tri-City area.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it dropped a few years ago. That's when I went in, and now it's I've done it gain like 100,000 in my house
Yeah.
Equity.
and equity, and it's
Yeah. I'm looking.
if I could revamp it up again, but then I'm going to be losing my lower interest rate. It's going to go up to a higher interest rate, so it's not going to happen.
Yeah, and with interest rates being insane, like
Yeah.
I think the highest they are now. I'm trying to remember.
They've come down a little bit.
Yeah.
So when I bought my new truck,
Mhm.
like it's at a 6.4 now, which is lower than a lot of people are getting, but I have stellar credit.
Because I know my first car I got, I was at like 4 APR or something, whatever it was. It was $12,000 car, 5,000 down, and it was 148 a month for 5 years, which that was good.
Oh yeah, hands
And then-
down.
That was amazing. I wish I had that right now.
And then the one I have now is 12% APR, bought for $12,000 and $223 for 5 years, which still isn't bad, but it's an 07 Frontier.
Yeah.
So, like, it's only $14 for taxes each year. I'm like, why send this?
Yeah, I just got my Camaro taxes, and they're $500. So,
Got my wife's taxes; they're over 200. My taxes are over 400.
Yeah.
and I don't look forward to getting my truck's tax, which they'll in a couple months. So,
funny.
got a couple funny stories about that Camaro out there. You just see me pull up.
Mm-hmm.
So last time I was on here, we expressed that white privilege story. My living the American dream. So
I clipped and put on YouTube.
yeah, you did, and I found it funny. So I actually got pulled over in that car about 4 months ago. And it's another white privilege story. Like, I'm not one of those ones that prescribe into it or subscribe into it or anything else, but holy crap. So I was coming off of Ashley Phosphate, pulled on to 26, and I just gunned it. And I look up, and there's a state trooper right behind me, and I'm like, oh, crap. So I pull over. Cop comes up. We're right there by 526, and looks at me. He's like, do you know how fast you're going? Not really. Said I clocked you at 102
Oh, shit.
when you flew past
Wow.
me.
That's cool.
He's like, why were you going that fast? And like, I thought about lying to him, and then I just told him the truth. I was like, I don't get to drive this car very often. I'm out of town. I can prove I'm out of town 24/7. And honestly, traffic just kind of sucks, so I gunned it. Sorry, won't happen again. So he walks off and comes back, and like I'm I'm ready for jail time at this point. Like, felony charge, I'm like, oh, fuck, whatever. I mean, shit happens.
Reckless.
Oh, yeah, like, hands down, and I'll preference something else off camera, and I'll tell you about that later. This is something I can't say on camera. That's how bad that is. So he comes back, and he's like, look, I did you a favor. I'm like, really? He's like, I clocked you in at 70 and a 60. So I was going 42 over the speed limit.
Yeah.
And he gave me a 10 over. So it was a $72 $72 ticket with 2 points compared to the 16 points, which would have basically canceled my license, and the $500 ticket I would have paid.
Hey, man, he should have kept on going. You might have outran him. You went 102, you might have outran him.
I got, I was going 20 over up from Myrtle Beach to Charleston.
Oh, that's horrible to go there.
Dude, and he was, the cop was insanely pissed off that he couldn't book me for reckless because I wasn't 25 over. So he charged me for careless operation, which is no points but a higher fine.
Right.
So
what the fine ended up being?
$300.
Okay, yeah, that's still shitty, but
yeah. But it was just like, it was 2 a.m. I was going from Myrtle to my morning shift at Starbucks. There's no one on the road, so I'm like, I'm just going to book it and go sleep in the parking lot until the shift starts. And it's Georgetown cops. They hate when they can't
hit you with the upper stuff.
Yeah. I was like, I know not to go 25 because I don't have tits, so I can't get out of it.
Right.
So.
Well, I do, and I still couldn't get out of it. I mean, I'm just
saying. I think you need to work on that. Boy, Mrs. Doubtfire just the face, cop comes, hello, dearie.
Well, you know, it costs a lot of money to look like
works
me,
in the movies.
Saying. Yeah, it don't work in real life, I promise you.
Any good cards from that, I saw.
Not really.
It was just a bulk. I was
there's never really
it'd be cool to get like a whatever pack box. From, like,
it's very rare.
Those can hit pretty hard.
My kid, my wife bought a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards for me and him for Christmas one year, and he pulled a $50 card out of the pack. A Chaos Emperor Dragon, an actual Chaos Emperor Dragon.
Original?
The original.
Oh wow, okay.
$50 card. God knows where it is now.
My most expensive is a $130 card, which is Sensei's Divining Top in foil. Which all it is you pay 3, you look at the top 3 cards, reverse them in order, and put them back. Or you can tap it, draw a card, and it goes back in the deck.
I gotcha. Yeah, I spent $120 on a Lightning Storm, and I still don't even use it to this day.
I'm iffy about like dropping double digits on cards, because I'm like I'm not a gambling addict, but I love opening packs and trying to get good cards.
I remember stealing packs. I used to do that. Stealing packs.
You're the reason they're going out of business.
Books of Millions and Toys R Us. Toys R Us is already out of business.
You can start getting Walmart and
Target,
Best Buy too. Yeah, I get Magic cards at Best Buy because they sell them at like MSRP.
Fair enough. Yeah, it makes sense. But I mean, also like when we started to play Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day, it was harder to find singles anyway.
Yeah.
You know, because you're still talking early 2000s. That's before you could just buy singles anywhere. The only place you could really get them back in the day was either the flea market or like off eBay.
Yeah.
And they were charging outrageous prices for, 13, 14-year-olds.
I remember when people started going to the Duelist League thing, they used to sell cards all the time. I'd rip people off. $5. Here you go. One time I sold enough at Duelist League to actually pay for a brand new pair of glasses that same day. It was like $200-$300 I ended up paying.
I log all the cards I have just to like know, 1, what I have when I'm trying to build a deck, and 2, just to see like the price of everything, because it seems a lot better if I put less than what everything is worth. Then I'm like, oh, I'm actually saving money, and I can use it as if I need to sell all of it.
Yeah.
No, hands down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the key. If you're actually playing so me and him only play like against each other. We duel against each other. I'm too old to be going to weird leagues. I don't want people looking at me like he's got a tear stained mattress in the back of his van. I don't need that kind of clout here. It's bad enough I'm wearing my.
It's also a lot different now than what it used to be.
Oh yeah.
You can sit here and play 1-on-1, and this dude takes like fucking 20 minutes to do one turn, and he uses half his deck, and you can't do anything because he built something that you can't break.
Yeah.
It's different now. This is different. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, for Magic, I only play Commander because I know a lot of people do like Standard, Pauper, Legacy, I think is the other names of it. I got in with Commander. I don't know if Yu-Gi-Oh has like different styles of playing like that?
Not really.
Or?
No, it's more just custom on what the decks are. Different theme decks.
How you build it.
Yeah. Now Yu-Gi-Oh's gotten a lot faster since we started back in the day.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more like hand traps and whatnot, and a lot of people go for those OTKs right out the gate, so one-turn kills. And like to me, I'd rather take my time, enjoy it. I'm not here to blast through 10 opponents. I want to take my time and set up a strategy, not oh shit, I got one card here and it's gonna change the whole duel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just personal.
Although that's happened
Very true.
plenty of times.
It's cool, at least from Magic, to find like infinite combos, because I finally have a deck that does that. And one of them I just found randomly where this thing attacks, I get 3 mana from it, and then I have one thing that untaps all the cards and leads to another attacking phase. So if no one has any flyers, I can just infinitely kill everyone with this. I'm like, oh shit, that's how that works? All right.
There you go.
Yeah, no hate on that. Like I said, I tried Magic once. The only thing I can remember is Mulligan.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Like, what makes, like, Yu-Gi-Oh cards good? Because I know there's fusions, there's trap cards. That's basic knowledge besides, like, the
It's really just knowing how to combine your cards. Mm-hmm. Make every card that you have be able to work, but that's when you have to build the deck right. If you don't build the deck right, it's not
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
work.
Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic are
You'll
similar.
break.
You're
Yeah.
consistently trying to find that combo of cards where you can build off the next card,
Yeah.
basically, based on what you have in your hand, what you have in your
But
deck, and what you draw.
nowadays, it's about a lot of negating. I negate everything you do, so you can't do anything. So I'll do it all.
Yeah, a lot of
I'm gonna play this. It's the first turn. It's your turn. Well, I'm gonna play this. No, you're not. I play this. How do you play that? It's out of your hand. Well, it's a hand trap. I can do it. That's what it says. You just stop everything. That's the whole purpose now, is just to stop everything your opponent does, so you can just build something that they can't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like I said, that's why we just kind of play against each other at this
We've got
point.
like 80 decks, every starter deck that's ever been made, basically,
Probably got
in a
about
big
10
trunk.
Yeah, I
10
saw the
grand
post on
invested.
Facebook. Y'all were playing, like, a whole bunch of decks.
Yeah.
Drinking does not add to it. It's not add to the help. It's more funner, but
Yeah, we'll spend, 12 hours playing straight.
back and
Drinking
forth,
and
back and
just,
forth,
yeah,
back and
drunk
forth.
as hell. We probably got about 10 grand invested in that decks, or in that trunk full of retro decks and stuff. So.
Yeah. Like, I want to eventually, like, be able to do, like, either board games or, like, card nights with this. I just need the space,
Yeah.
and I need, like, 3 cameras, 2 for the group of people and 1 straight up there
We
watching the board.
we talked about that. We should record, put it on YouTube, dude. No one ever does it the way we do it. They don't. And if it's funny, if we did do it, it's a lot. That's a lot of work and a lot of shit talking that we talk to each other because
Yeah.
I get pissed. He
I mean,
gets
that's
pissed.
what people like. There's so many channels of people just playing card
Oh,
games
yeah.
and that stuff. Where I know, at least from the Magic side, like, it's always, you see, like, one person does it and then invites 3 other people and they have, like, a themed deck
Yeah.
that they play
Yeah,
with.
they do that all the time with
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
And I mean, on YouTube, you get people watching videos of people opening toys
Yeah.
and stuff. I
I
mean,
don't got that kind of time though.
well, we
I
have-
wish I did.
And then the aftermarket of people, like, opening packs and selling, because I know Whatnot is big for, like,
Oh,
Pokemon
yeah.
trading cards.
hands
and-
down.
Yeah, I got on Whatnot, and there was a dude opening Final Fantasy packs, and he was auctioning them, so they usually go for like $10.
Probably auctioning while he was opening, wasn't he? Yeah.
And whatever you paid for the auction, he would open the pack and send you the cards and that stuff. I'm like, oh, this is going to be. I ended up dropping like $40.
Well, have you seen the video of like the Pokemon scalpers going and like raiding stores and stuff?
Pokemon scalping is out of control in 2025 at Costco. It's 2025 and Costco's Pokemon aisle is basically a war zone.
The videos themselves I don't find funny. It's the comments on there always because people are like, why are adult men into this child's card game and stuff, and I'm just sitting there thinking like, you realize these adult men that you're trying to call out is making more than you probably
Not to
make
mention,
in a year.
not to mention, the adult men are actually probably playing the game a lot better than the child is. The child's not
Most
really.
of them aren't, believe it or not. Like I've looked into it, and yeah, they're not. It's strictly about getting full price for that next pack or that next deck.
All they're doing is just selling the high value cards.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
In the wrong business.
Yeah.
I mean, to each his own. COVID opened up a lot of weird positions for like jobs and stuff.
Yeah, it was insane because, like, I think it started with Logan Paul buying that Charizard.
Yes. And
Because
then
it was
I
like-
think he wore it at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
too.
it was like the
Yeah.
PSA 10 graded Charizard that was like thousands of dollars.
I think it was like 50 grand. Yeah,
Yeah.
something ridiculous. Five digits at least.
Then like I started looking into like expensive cards from like all the things like Pokemon has those types of cards. Magic has like Black Lotus, Gaia's Cradle, and stuff like that, or any of the serialized cards.
Yeah.
I'm guessing like for Yu-Gi-Oh it's like Blue Eyes White Dragon or any of the
Actually, believe it or not, I looked into this, and there are certain tournament cards that got released back in like the early or late '90s,
They
early
were
2000s.
just for tournaments.
Yeah,
you
they
don't
were
get them.
strictly released for tournaments, and they were like limited, like 5 cards, and that was just for the tournament winners.
There was-
they can go for tens of thousands.
There's
of
a
dollars.
card that I can't remember why it was made, but it was a card made for one person, and it's just a single card. Is the other card like it? It was based off of Dragon Ball Z. It's just in all honesty, it's a shitty card. It's just a warrior card, and it's not really that cool, but it's worth money. It's like, but it's the only one of its kind. I can't remember why they did it. He was dying, or he did something, and they commemorated it, and they gave him it was called Tyler the Warrior. How I know that, I don't know. But it's like a Super Saiyan.
Stepson's name Tyler.
Very true. But he's just a Super Saiyan looking dude, and it's just 3,000 attack and some stupid effect, and that's it. And
Yeah.
it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just
Then-
one of a kind.
The One Ring to Rule Them All, Post Malone.
I
got
see.
from
Yeah, I
Magic.
seen that one too. Yeah, like it's ridiculous. I don't know. Like, it's weird to me that celebrities can do that and they get such a cult following behind it. Like, I seen a post on Facebook the other day. It was talking about Kaylee Jenner was the first self-made billionaire, like female, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, why? like, can anyone like legitly tell me why? I
Well,
don't know.
it started with her sister having the best comeback in history.
Yeah, and and her dad getting surgery to become her mom. I mean, I mean to each his own. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird to me.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I wonder like why the prices and stuff go up, and for just cards and
Because they
instance-
can.
Yeah,
Because
it's
they
either
can.
because it's a really good card that's rare, or like it really looks cool.
Oh,
like
yeah.
what I've figured out is like
That are people really like it and everybody wants it, so there's not really that many out there. Everybody has it.
Well, I don't think there's any true collectors anymore, though. Or the few that are there, I know a lot of people that got out of collecting just because of the price and stuff.
Well, they also, like with Yu-Gi-Oh, they reprint constantly. So once you reprint it, you're going to reprint the same thing. This card that was worth $150, they reprint it. There's another version of this worth like $20.
Yeah, they flood the market, so basically that card becomes less, rare.
valuable.
Exactly.
I know, like for Magic, the Final Fantasy one was like $800 for the collector booster pack, which is just 12 packs, and it was most like shit. Like I think the only good ones out of there is this one commander she has cat ears and everything, so that's why everyone loves it.
Yeah, I don't know. The next generation's weird like that. So,
I feel like every generation says that about the next one.
and that is true. That is
Yeah.
true. You never want to become your parents until you get that age.
Just I'm at the point where like Gen Alpha, I'm like, y'all are freaks. Because like some of the dumb memes that are going on, I'm like, why is this popular?
So I'll preference this, and it's funny you say that. So a couple years back, my niece, I ain't gonna say her name, but I'm sorry if you see this, but I got to tell this story. So she had to be 12 at the time, and she called me, and she was wanting like cat ears.
I remember this.
Yeah, I don't think I told it on the last one, but so I'm like, okay, like what kind of cat ears? And she's preferencing anime. I don't even remember the anime. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll get you some cat ears. So I bought the cat ears, and then she gets into wanting a tail. I told her, I'm like, look, I'm not ordering you a tail. Just find one and I'll pay for it. No big deal. So a couple weeks go by and I don't hear from her. And my brother texts me and he's like, hey, we got a problem. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's up? He's like, yeah, my daughter found the dark side of Amazon. And the tail she wanted enters a certain orifice that will never be named. And she came to the question wondering why adults stuff things up there. So I asked him, I said, what was your response? He was like, I was going to wait for you to get home so you could tell her because, you're the freak in the family. So the entire time I'm just sitting here thinking like, how the hell am I have this conversation with a 12-year-old girl, like, without sounding like I need to go join Chris Hansen, you know?
Yeah.
So I get back and, like, somehow she found a tale that, didn't involve sex there. And, like, I go to her and I'm like, so you got any questions about that? She's like, no, you adults are freaks. Fair enough. I don't have to tell them.
Just leave it there. That's it.
Exactly. And to this day, I will never forget the look on her face when she said that, because there was such, like, disgust. And I'm like, I'm glad you have that disgust.
Yeah, there's some people that need that disgust. We had a few of those at high school. And, like, it's either the tail you clip around your waist and it's a buckle, or it's the... Someone
Don't
pulls
understand. I don't get it. I see people walking down the street. Like, what the fuck is?
Well,
she got a tail?
It. Yeah.
Well, in their defense, they looked at some of the '90s trends we had.
Dude, I don't know what 90s trends you're talking about, but nothing involved wearing a fucking tail. Okay.
I'll defend him. It actually started in the '90s with Space Jam.
Yep.
Lola Bunny
Bunny.
Hi, my name is Lola Bunny.
Lola?
is what started.
Well,
the
that's
anthropomorphism.
Yep.
well. I was
And
younger.
I'll preference
and
the nostalgia critic on this. Why do they give Lola Bunny boobies? I mean, come on, And it wasn't like just
She got carrot cake.
clearly because when she's holding that basketball up, I ain't gonna lie, I got kind of a half a chub too. I mean, I'm just saying. It didn't start me on a rabbit kick, but I'm just saying.
No, my generation where there was a lot, mostly goth girls in the shows growing up, like Danny Phantom, Scooby Doo,
Oh, yeah.
like
Courage.
Gwen from Total Drama, like that stuff is like, oh, I wonder why we were Pavloved into liking goth girls.
Well, and that's how. Well, I mean, we had like Daria and stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
had
didn't
kind
really-
of the pseudo goth.
We had like Beavis and Butthead and
Yeah.
the Max. I remember that show. That was
Well,
awesome.
you're
show.
going. Like,
Speaking of Beavis and Butthead, do you see King of the Hills coming back on Hulu?
Yes.
It's ironic you say that
Kinda
because
wanna
I
see
just
that.
got all 4 Funko Pops sitting on my kitchen table right now.
Yeah.
But I was going to bring that up because this is a show I don't think needed to come back.
I'm curious what they do, because Hulu did a good job with Futurama coming back.
See, I disagree with you on that.
Really?
So, like, just to preference this,
Mm-hmm.
when Futurama came out in the late 90s, Fry was like the most like relatable guy
Yeah.
in any kind of cartoon. I mean, I'm sure other people feel like that too, but he was very relatable. And then they canceled it, and then they rebooted it, and then canceled it,
Canceled it.
brought it back, just like Family Guy.
Yep.
And as you expand the mythos, it gets less about like. So what made the first 4 seasons great was you were seeing the universe for the first time in the year 3000.
Yeah.
But you can only do so much on that. And once you start skewing into storylines that were less about character development in the year 3000 and just about, how many fart jokes we could throw in there, it kind of lost the meaning of it. So, like, the first 4 seasons I thought were great.
Yeah.
The other ones, not so much.
What about the original ending when like the time thing stopped and it was just Fry and Leela?
Yeah, and that one was great. But, like, you think about, like, what were the original ones? So the original, I think the 4th season ended on the one where he was learning, or he stole the robot Devil's Hands, if I remember correctly. And to me, that would have been all right. The time skip one jumped, and it was not a tearjerker, not compared to Jurassic Park.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, dude, you say what you want. I'm a grown-ass man. I didn't even cry at my mom's funeral. I teared up at that one.
Dude, his dog. Anything with dogs get me. Like Marley and the only
I
movie
cried a couple
that
times. I can talk about some movies I cried into. With that.
Well, hold on. We got to preference this. So you're saying Molly and me, or
Yeah.
Marley and me. The one I seen him cry at, believe it or not, is I Am Legend.
No, that one too. I forgot about that.
Dude, that was a serious
we
stuff,
were
man.
we were
Yeah.
in the theater.
Yeah,
and he
Sam.
was tearing up.
I had a
dude.
dog. That dog was my everything, and I'm in that stage, and this. I mean, I'm sitting there watching him just hold his dog and like kill it. I'm like, dude, like, after his dog's trying to kill him,
Yeah, that
and just
like it was Marley and me for like that's the first thing that pops in my mind because when I was born, my parents got a dog 6 months beforehand.
Right.
It was a chocolate lab named his picture's somewhere in here. Named Guinness. I grew up with him.
Okay.
So it was, I literally saw like from in the movie Marley and Me, like they got a dog, they had a kid,
Right.
Then he got old. He didn't live his full life. He ended up dying because he ate his bed and his bowels twisted. He passed around age 8. And, like...
I mean, it's the average life expectancy.
Yeah.
Of some breeds of dogs, so...
Except for Fenn now. He has to live forever, or else I might go postal, because he's my first... I got him with the COVID check.
Okay.
So...
Fair enough. But back to the whole King of the Hill thing. Once again, that show, like I said, I think ended on a sour note. I didn't really care for it, but once again, they didn't really do a whole lot of time jumps during the show.
Yeah.
And even the time jump between, like, when the show ended and now, I think, what'd they say, 15 years? Something like that. So somewhere similar in there. And, like, you're trying to introduce Hank, who was, this ultra-conservative redneck from Texas, into a woke world.
Yeah.
And, I'm not going to go off on a tirade on that, but to me, it's just, I don't know. And then even the art style, to me, like, they should have went with the cell shading like the original show was. It's more CGI-based now, which I know is cheaper, but to me, it just lessens the quality of the show.
Yeah, there's a few shows, like, with anime I can't watch with CGI, where it just looks bad.
Oh, hands down, the Dragon Ball Super. Huge. Love Dragon Ball Z. Got me into anime. Got most of the 90s kids into anime. You watch Super now, it's all CGI. It's all, computer generated. And to me, it just looks like shit.
Yeah, they've done a lot more with mixing it, because I know, like, from Netflix, the Castlevania show was really good, and then Nocturne, it took me a little bit to get into because of that 3D animation.
Right.
And then, like, that's the same with, what's the name of it? Demon Slayer. Like, that's originally what put me off, is I thought it was just a fully 3D anime.
Yeah.
Which, like, to each his their own. They like it.
Absolutely.
I hate that style because I like the hand-drawn style.
Yeah.
There's one that I like the manga of, but I will not watch because it is all 3D and just looks so bad.
It's just this time now. People don't draw anymore. It's like the anime is just the time is fast. People don't take the time to sit there and draw.
It depends on what you look at. Like Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli. 90% of their stuff is still all hand drawn.
Yeah.
And as long as he's alive, he's already said, all of his movies will be hand drawn.
Yeah.
And, they always have the cult following and everything.
Yeah. He got mad at the Studio Ghibli AI stuff.
Yeah.
Which I did like a few of them because they turned out good. And I'm not going to post them anywhere. I just want to see how they turn out.
Yeah, I understand.
But they, like, his art style and the stories and just, there's touring concerts of just the orchestra playing Studio Ghibli stuff.
Oh, yeah, hands down. And they always do the Ghibli month, Ghibli year where they show them in theaters.
Yeah.
And I've gone to a couple of them, but I always feel awkward because I'm a solo dude in there. So we'll preference this real quick.
Just shows up with his black trench coat.
Well, it's
We
brown, but
we've done it
it's
before.
funny you say that because we got a funny story on that too. Me, him, and our buddy Tark, we knew from high school, actually went and seen Ponyo when it released in theaters.
Kids,
and that's like
full of kids.
right when it released, not like re-released. It's like right, fresh, new, right out of theaters. So you got two big white dudes and a tall black dude walking into this theater to see this kids movie, and the theater isn't very packed, but it's all
in there. There's kids and parents and dudes and their kids and
yeah. And we're just sitting in the middle, like.
And I'm pretty sure we're the only ones that really, really kind of like watched it.
Yeah, everybody else was
like
kind of
enjoyed
like, whatever, and very cutesy, but it's like,
I went to the Minecraft movie the day it released.
Oh God, did they chicken jockey on you?
Yes.
Chicken jockey.
They I tie it to the same as the cult following behind The Room and what's the one with all the drag people?
Rocky Horror Picture
Yeah,
Show.
Rocky Horror. What made the movie better, because it's just a movie. It's just for fun. There's nothing groundbreaking about the Minecraft movie. It's
All right,
just
so
I've
break
already
this. So I've never played Minecraft or anything. I know nothing about it except the South Park episode.
yeah.
So your supervisor's kids were telling me it sucked, just because
I grew up with the game. I've been playing actual Minecraft since
Would it have been I've heard people just say it would have been better if it would have been animated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because basically what they did, they isekai'd the characters.
Okay.
So it was just humans going into the Minecraft world. And that's it. But I grew up playing it. I liked it. They had a whole bunch of cool references. I loved the Technoblade reference because he was a YouTuber that was big into the Minecraft community, and he ended up dying young of cancer. So the whole like unlike most YouTube Minecrafters, he had no pedophilia allegations against him. He was actually like a very wholesome creator, good and that stuff.
Right.
So they threw a reference to him in the movie, which was really good. The movie was fun. The crowd made it better because any of the memeable moments from the trailers, everyone would just yell and like do all that dumb shit. So it just made it fun.
So how bad did the chicken jockey, like, did it get you guys kicked out? I mean,
No,
obviously not you. But...
we were the first one, so it was before everyone started throwing the popcorn.
Okay.
So everyone just yelled chicken jockey, and that's it, or like Flint and Steel or whatever.
Right.
And so the one I went to was Tame. After that was where all the signs of if you're throwing popcorn, if you're doing this, you will be kicked out of the theater and causing a disturbance.
I got you.
I actually watched it with my daughter at home. I'm not a big Minecraft person.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Black fan. Good. It wasn't like if I went to the movie theater and saw it, I'd have been pissed.
Mm-hmm.
But sitting at home watching with my daughter watched it. No idea what Minecraft is. I don't know what enticed her, but she literally sat there. She is 5 years old, and she sat there and was telling me how she didn't want to watch it. And she sat there and watched the whole damn movie.
Yeah.
And it was interesting.
It's just a fun movie. That's the best way I can describe it. It's just a movie that has no stakes. It's like I'm not. It's
and it made like outrageous money too.
Yeah.
Like, it reset the whole movie market, which is weird because like the last video game movie I actually broke down and watched was the Borderlands one.
Oh God!
And besides being like 10 years too late, wrong casting, and
I knew it was gonna be shit the moment Roland was Kevin Hart. Like, sorry, but you have this 6-foot mercenary that you're gonna have Kevin Hart play. Who Roland is the serious guy. Like in all the games, he's never like the jokey, fun, whatever. He is always the straight man.
Right.
Why are you casting a comedian? Like,
no, absolutely.
Idris Elba would have been a better Roland than Kevin Hart.
Absolutely. I mean, hell, you could even went old school like Denzel or somebody.
Yeah.
Cast somebody with that voice.
Or Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, you know. I mean, dude. But that's the thing. Like, it was 10 years too late. The casting was very questionable. I mean, Jack Black as Claptrap.
That was the only good one.
Yeah, I agree.
Should have been rated
even
R.
like Tiny Tina. It should have been rated R, like he said, because even though like Borderlands isn't known for like nudity or like language or anything, it's known for gratuitous violence,
blood, gore, dick jokes.
Exactly. Innuendo, basically.
Yeah.
It's never directly. And if they would have threw in like Handsome Jack,
yeah,
I think that panned out.
If they did it just from Borderlands 1, because Tiny Tina was never in Borderlands 1. Yep. If they did it from there and it was successful, then you could have done pre-sequel, 2, and that stuff where you could have made
built
like...
on it.
Yeah.
And even like Tiny Tina, like they hampered it because it was PG-13.
Yeah.
Like, in the games, anybody that played them, she was raunchy. She was like psychotic.
Yeah.
You know, she wasn't a hero. She was the anti-villain, basically.
She was a schizophrenic that liked explosions.
Exactly.
That's why everyone loved her character in 2, because she was crazy, blew shit up. In 3, she was toned down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
They tried to do the same thing, but make her older.
Yep.
Which, like, I played every Borderlands. I'm actually replaying Tiny
Tina's
Wonderland.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The standalone one I actually re-downloaded and started playing yesterday because I'm like, I've been playing 3. I did all the DLCs. I'm waiting for 4 to come out.
Yeah.
Let me just replay this along with Red Dead 2, which I have not played yet.
No, I don't blame you. Like a huge Borderlands fan, the prequel is the only one I really couldn't get through. It was just I didn't like the air, the air aspect of it. I felt like I was playing Sonic back in the day. But like, my character was Brick, hands down. Loved just the berserker.
I remember playing Borderlands. We're always single player. All right, dude, let's play Borderlands. All right, we're sitting there playing. He's way ahead of me. He's got no time on his hands. All right, dude, just stand back. I'll kill everything so you can level up.
That's how Kyle is. It's like the 3 people I would never play Borderlands with. I play with Kyle because I told him like, hey, dude, I want to play for fun, not like grind out everything. So he's like, all right, I know the grinding spots. I won't speedrun anything. We can do this together. The other one I can't play with, it was like 2 people I used to play games with, and they would just speed through. They're like, this is the fastest way to get Pearlescent the max level. I'm like, That's not fun for me.
Next thing you know, where are you at? I'm over here. What the hell are you doing over there? I'm over here.
We used to do that with Left 4 Dead. Like, and they hated playing with me because I was always out in front, just capping everything down and whatnot. And the one time we could convince my brother to play, somebody kept catching him on fire.
Oh, I did the same thing with Molotovs.
Yeah.
I was in.
It's not my fault. He was in.
He caught him on fire so many times, he actually put it in his Xbox profile. Don't let Donnie play with fire.
I was playing with Campbell, and it was like the first time playing Left 4 Dead in years.
Right.
Because I only did versus beforehand, and we were in whatever the hospital was.
Yeah.
And we were swarmed by zombies, so I'm like, hey, you know what I'm going to do? Throw a Molotov. And killed us both before the elevator. Like, Campbell rage quit the game, like, cursed me out. And he will never play Left 4 Dead with me again.
Zombie apocalypse, some serious stuff. You gotta
Hands
be on
down.
point.
That's what made me actually put my gamer profiles left for Mr. B.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got you on that. So,
Do you ever play Back 4 Blood?
no, I don't. I'm to the point now to where I just play like turn-based RPGs. Like I downloaded the pixeled remastered Final Fantasy 1 through 6.
Have you played Expedition 33?
I've not.
I have.
So
I'm still playing it.
fucking good.
Yeah,
it
still
actually,
playing it.
dude, it made me do something I never thought would be possible. It made me respect the French.
Oh wow.
Like, the story is amazing.
It is.
The music is amazing. I'm stuck at the monolith. Like, I got to the paintress.
See, I haven't gotten that far.
Yeah, I got
very slow in it. Like, what really got me hooked on that game was I was playing it. I spent money on it. I bought it. Everyone was talking about it, so I bought it. And when I'm playing, they keep throwing you like all these loopholes and shit. Like when they, spoiler alert,
Fast forward 10 seconds.
when they kill
Gustav.
I'm like, you just killed the main character. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And you find no, he's not the main character.
Even the dog
and then
doesn't like
Then you just keep on
deafening
going, and they
yourself.
just keep throwing loopholes left and right.
Dude, I was so upset about that. And
Yeah, he was cool. I was getting to really like his little hand thing, and then, but it was. I'm still not very far in it. I'm still just past that part.
I'm still trying to do the build because I'm in Act 2 of it. I have Verso, Mael, and Minoko is like my front team, and
Yeah.
I have Luna and Sayel as the backup team. And I might swap out Verso for Sayel just because.
See, I like Verso, Sayel, basically the two. I didn't like Verso. I didn't like the chick with the sice or whatever. I didn't really care for her too much.
Sayel. She's good for attacking. That's why I might swap her out with Verso because I can't keep the grade system with him because I'm so bad at parrying. I've tried playing Dark Souls and Souls-like games. I cannot parry to save my life, and I took a break because I got burnt out from it. So I'm like, I'm gonna be a cowboy and got Red Dead.
It's also a very good game. One of my favorite games.
Mm-hmm. I never played the first one or the second one. I got
Really
the bundle
good.
on Steam.
First one is amazing. Second one's even better. Second one will take your life away. You gotta be careful.
I've heard.
Yeah, see, I mean, I'm just waiting on the next Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, that'll be a. Did you get the Oblivion remake?
I did, but I didn't care for Oblivion. That's the thing. Like, I like to hop into the RPG and not have to waste a bunch of time, like, customizing this or that or having to repair armor and stuff. Like, Skyrim, I played it, like, 4 different times. You know, every time they release a new remastered edition, I'd buy it, put 200 hours into it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm the idiot that kept that going, by the way.
No, I did too.
It's funny because when Skyrim first came out, we were all like, yeah, dude, whatever, we don't care. You know, it's like 4 of us living in a house. No, we don't care.
So we were all roommates.
Yeah.
And
So one gets it, and then next thing you know, this one's playing it. Shit, I'm gonna fucking play it. I'm starting to play it. I'm getting into it. It's taking fucking life away.
Yep.
And next thing you know, Andy's in it, and then he's just playing like crazy.
So yeah, so we'll preference that too by Donnie here. When he started to play it, he would fall asleep during it, and all we would hear is tink, 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 and we'd walk into his room, and he'd be in there in his loincloth and naked smithing.
On the TV, I might add.
Yeah.
Not real.
Well, I mean, you know,
That's how
either
you
way.
did it.
Just
That's how
making away all the knives.
Making knives.
Yeah. So, and
beefed up
he'd be
my
in his chair,
stuff.
just conked out. He looked like he was like drunk.
Tired.
Controller in his hand, and he was just naked
I worked 2
smithing.
jobs at the time.
So, you know, that was the joke there, is he was naked smithing the entire time.
They were
Yeah,
jealous of my smithing skills.
I got Skyrim when it first came out on the PlayStation 3, and I was playing through that. And then PS4 got the remaster of that. Then got into Last of Us. And around that, I think it was like junior year of high school was when Witcher 3 came out.
Great game as well.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Have you seen the stuff for Witcher 4 yet?
have.
It looks
amazing.
I've tried playing Witcher 1 and 2. I bought it on Steam, but it's so clunky.
Witcher. I played Witcher 2 when Witcher 2 came out. I played it like years down the line.
Mm-hmm.
But compared to what it is now, it's nothing compared. So much better. I did everything in that Witcher game, other than the DLC.
And I'll preference this by like my first God of War game was God of War 3 on the PS3.
Mine was after all the Greek series, this with the Norse ones when I started playing God of War.
Okay, so yeah, you started to play, what is that, PS5, I'm guessing, on the remake?
I did it on PS4 and then got it
PS4,
on PC.
That's right. That's with Atreus, right? With the
Yep.
Okay, yeah. See, so, and I will say this now: nostalgia clouds our judgment on a lot of stuff. Because I went back and tried playing God of War 1 and 2, and got through 1, but holy crap!
I mean, the beat 'em ups back then were what they were.
It was more about the camera angles.
Yeah,
that's what really killed it.
That's why I can't do the old Red Deads. Like that Stationary or Silent Hill, because I know they're coming out with a new Silent Hill, and I just can't do those like stuck camera angles.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. Which is weird because like one of my favorite games of all time is the original Resident Evil, like PS1. It's horrible controls, horrible graphics.
Jill Sandwich.
Oh yeah, once you hear that Jill Sandwich line, from Barry, it's so bad it's good. It's one of those ones. So
I enjoyed the Resident Evil remakes they made. I enjoyed 2. I enjoyed 3.
See, and I actually did.
I played them in sequence. I played 2 first, and I played 3.
Yeah.
And I really, because I was on a zombie game kick for a while.
And hands down, Resident Evil 2 for the PS1 is one of my top 5 favorite games of all time.
I remember playing Resident Evil 2 the first time on Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Back then. But I didn't have a PS1. I wasn't like Andy. I didn't have white privilege like Andy.
Well,
I didn't have a PS1. I had a 64.
I had a PS1 that was gifted to me from my cousins. So that's how I got that. And then with that came Spyro and Crash.
I had a PS1 that I bought from my cousin for like $75. Then I spilled tea on it, and it went out. And then my dad bought me another from a pawn shop.
Right.
Again,
so.
white privilege.
But see, to me, like that Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remakes, they're ruined based on the Mr. X and then the Nemesis. Because, like, you're trying to me, like I said, I like background. So I still collect physical media because I like listening to commentary and stuff. Like, I like to immerse myself into the world. And when you have to worry about, Resident Evil 2 for the PS1, Mr. X would show up at predetermined places.
Yeah.
He wouldn't just pop up and ruin, oh shit, I'm doing this, now I gotta run.
Yeah.
And even the Nemesis on Resident Evil 3, the original, he would show up at inconvenient times, but he still didn't ruin the game.
Yeah.
To me, it creates it's kind of like, did you ever play Alien Isolation? I like the concept of the game, but I think they took the mechanics of that game and just ported them over.
Yeah.
Like I said, it just takes away from the world itself.
Have you played any of the Outlast games?
I have not.
They're a good, scary game where, like...
I did play the first one. I was having fun with it, but I couldn't play it because everybody was getting scared, so I couldn't play it.
I was playing it for my stream on Twitch at midnight, and my chat at the time were assholes. Because I had, like, a bit donation. You had to do, like, 500 bits, and a random gunshot would go off. So I'd be at, like, a scary point with, like, night vision goggles, and then someone would pay $500 to do the fucking gunshot. So if you look on my Twitch in the clips, you see one of those where I'm, like, after 5 of those, I'm like, I'm done. This is it.
I remember my first scary scene in a video game was Resident Evil 2. When you go to the scene, when you're in the police station, the liquor comes out the first time, and he busts through the freaking window. Made me jump like crazy. I don't do it anymore, but... I'll never forget it. It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll preference this on scariness because I know my brother and my dad would kill me if I didn't tell this story. Like, this was way back in, like, the early 90s, so, like, I was, 5 or 6 at the time. And, this was back when movies were, quote-unquote, not scary.
Yeah.
But I walked in, and they were just popped in a VHS and getting ready to start a movie. And I'm like, oh, hey, what are you guys watching? And the Halloween theme kicked on, and, like, I turned around and whoop! right back out the door.
It was cool that was it Halloween remake of it? I forget.
Yeah, Halloween did a couple remakes.
Yeah, the remake when they filmed at the Citadel.
Yeah.
Because when you'd see Myers like chained up, that was in one of the barracks at the Citadel with the checkerboard pattern.
In the circumstances. Michael?
Yeah, it's very rarely do we get movies filmed down here, which sucks. I think The Darkness was the other one, which was really horrible horror movie.
Yeah, we had The Patriot, Dear John, Outer Banks is not a movie, but it's a TV show, and Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, Vice Principals with Danny McBride.
I watched
Vice Principals were down here?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Rapper. I don't give a fuck about these ducks.
Righteous Gemstones I've watched a few times. I've tried. Never really finished it, but I've watched a couple episodes and seen the references, and I'm stupid. Like, oh shit, look, I know where that is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I've been there.
Yeah. Come to find out, Danny McBride actually has a house out there on Folly.
Yeah.
Which, my sister-in-law, I guess she's out there doing painting, and one of her friends actually met him. And she was like, dude, I want to meet Danny McBride. I was like, hell yeah, set it up. I'm coming too.
Yeah.
I'd kill to, you know. And you don't realize, like, how many celebrities actually like
Have a
have
house.
houses out there. Like,
Yeah.
Bill Murray's famous for, like, crashing weddings and stuff. Like, dude, I would stage a fake wedding just to get Bill Murray to come out and crash it.
Channing Tatum also has a house down here.
Oh.
And then Bill Murray was my old boss when I worked for the River Dogs. I met him once when I was like
Okay.
a little shithead 18-year-old. They were filming Southern Charm,
Okay.
the spinoff show for Shep, and I was working at the time. And it was like the end of the day. I saw him taking pictures. And I walk up. I'm like, can I have a photo with you, Mr. Murray? And he like looks at me. He's like, you work for me, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm with the beer crew. He's like, it's May I have a photo? I got the photo, but I'm like, God fucking damn it. The first celebrity I ever met is correcting my grammar.
Yeah, no shit.
It's like,
Oh, you know, it's one of those things, man. So, the second story got with that Camaro. Let me circle back here. You know, I mean, I'm sure everyone wants to live a million years. And I'm sure you guys,
Don't live that long.
well, you know, I'm sure you guys know, like, the age you want to get to that you just don't give a fuck anymore. And that's the preference to this story here. Because I don't think I've told you this story. So when I bought the Camaro, I bought it online, and they actually sold the one I wanted. So I'd pre-bought it, and then they sold it. So they're like, well, look, if you come in, we can find something similar to it. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm first day back in town. I drive down there. It's like 8 a.m. They just opened up. I was the first one in there. There's nothing but employees in the building there. So I walk in. You know, the girl flags me down. We sit down, and we start, you know, combing through Camaro listings.
yeah,
Because I'm very picky when it comes to my Camaro.
yeah.
So about 20 minutes go by, and it's just dead silent. And, you know, you can hear just little shit in the background going off, little background noise. And then, you know, I'm probably 15 feet from the main entrance. I hear the door open, and my back's to it. It closes, and then all I hear is the most airy, dry fart just echo throughout this building. You know, sound like somebody shit themselves. Like, what the hell is that? And just as I turn my back, there's a guy standing there with a Vietnam veteran hat on and a walker, and he had just walked in and cut this airy, dry fart. And he's like looking around, and the girl that's helping me is just like so embarrassed because she's probably 18 or 19. And she's like, oh my God, this guy. And I'm like, hold on, did this guy, like,
It's gonna be me.
she's like, I don't even want to talk about it. So without missing a beat, this guy looks around and nobody's approaching him. He's like, damn, I hope somebody heard that, or it was a waste of a perfectly good fart. And like, nobody wanted to go help this guy. So, like, eventually somebody comes walking up, and just as they're walking up, I guess it's his wife was walking in and just walked into the crop dust. And she's like looked like she was trying to fight a fly or a mosquito. And so, like, I'm trying to shop for this Camaro while I'm listening to this guy because I know he's like comedic gold. Like, this is my hero. To get to that age, he had to be in his, I guess, late 70s to where you just walk in and don't care anymore.
Yeah.
So, like, he's asking for brochures after this, and, like, everything's digital now. So the guy finally comes up and decides to help him. He's like, look, we don't have brochures anymore. Why don't you come to my table and we'll go over what you want? He's like, I want a truck. And I was like, what kind of truck? And they're like, we have Canyons. It's a Chevy dealership.
Yeah.
So the Canyons, and then he wanted a car. This is the one thing I wish I could remember. He wanted a Chevy that's been discontinued. And the Malibu is what replaced the, car that's...
Was it Monte Carlo?
It might be.
Yeah.
It might be. So, he wants... it might be the Monte Carlo. Don't quote me on that. But anyway. So he's like, look, this is what I want. I either want a Canyon or I want that car right there. And they're like, well, the Malibu took it. And he looks at them and he's like, hold on. What is it called? A Malibu. And he's like... So I'm going to preference this. It's a 3-letter derogatory word that is, involved with a homosexual.
A British cigarette.
Yeah, there you go. He said, that sounds like that kind of car, and I don't want it. And this dude has no control on the volume of his voice. So it is echoing throughout this whole dealership.
Yep.
And, the guy that was helping him looked like he might have been a little,
Some sugar in his tank.
Some sugar. Never heard that.
That's an old reference there. There you go. So, look, he looked really uncomfortable. So, I'm looking over at this girl, and she's she can't even help me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, do you need to go help this guy? She's like, he's in here, every 6 months, trading in vehicles. I'm like, this is me in, 30 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just me. So, anyway, they take him off, find him a Canyon, pull him around, and, so... I'm getting ready to back out. I walk out, and I'm getting ready to back out. And he comes within about 6 inches of backing into my Challenger at the time. And, I'm, looking the entire time. And then he looks over at me, sticks his head out the window, and says, don't worry, I wasn't going to hit your gay car anyway. And, all I could do is salute my man.
At least he's consistent.
Oh, yeah, exactly. He wasn't putting on a show.
Yeah.
And the entire time, the person I felt bad for the most was his wife.
Yeah.
She looks
She knew what she was getting into.
Oh, yeah,
She was
absolutely.
happy he went off to war.
Exactly. And you got to wonder, at that age, or what age do you have to get to just not give a fuck anymore,
I think after some Agent Orange and Napalms, it's sort of...
Speaking of that, I have a story actually kind of... if this gets edited, it gets edited. I'm still going to say it.
This is going to be good.
But, about a year or so ago, my wife and I usually get 2 weeks of vacation. I'll take my first week as soon as I can, and her and I will go somewhere for a couple of days, not a few days at home. So we decided to go to Tybee Island for the first, go to Tybee Island. I had a great time. I was in a shitty hotel room, but you know what? It didn't matter because we had fun. We were out.
Yeah.
I mean, I can really walk everywhere. I remember the first night there, we go there and we were drinking, and the girl says, do you want a beer to go? I said, what? A beer to go?
Oh, yeah, down in Savannah.
Yeah. I said, a beer to go? Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
My wife's like, yeah, you can do that. I said, hell yeah, I want a beer to go. She wants one too. So we go walk around some more. So anyways, we ended up at this, not that night, a couple nights later, we ended up at this other bar, a dive bar, called King Neptune or something. Mm-hmm. And we're sitting there, we're drinking. I'm drinking whiskey, kind of like what we're doing here. I had some blackberry bourbon or something I was sipping on with my beer and so forth. And by the way, I'm drinking. I'm hammered. Let's put it that way. I am hammered. And we're sitting there drinking. And this old guy just walks up out of nowhere. He just, hey guys, how are y'all doing? Hey, doing good, sir, doing good. Drinking my drink. And he just peels off $100 bill by everybody around to get to the bar. By everybody around. I kind of want to rap. I'll take a shot. So buy this man a shot. What you want? Oh, I want this. I want to buy him a shot. It doesn't give no, like what he said. Mm-hmm. Gives no fucks. This is what I want to be. So he's like, hey man. So then he starts talking to me, and we start talking, and we start playing pool with him and his wife. We suck at pool. They suck too, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I'm already lit. I didn't care, and he was getting lit. So we're drinking and drinking and drinking. And we're talking. So this man tells me that, we were going through, what we do. We're going through what I do for a living. Tell me what he did. He's retired, so forth and so on. Yeah, I was in the Special Forces. I was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, I was Navy SEALs, Vietnam, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it was great till the fucking government got involved. I said, what? I said, what did you just say, sir? The government Man, we used to do so much crazy shit. It was so fun. We don't give a damn. I was like, so you used to kill people? Like, they had, yeah. He would tell me, he was wasted, but he was telling me all this stuff. We'd go in somewhere to kill people and just leave. I was like, are you serious?
There was a point in Vietnam where they weren't allowed to fight in the country besides Vietnam, so they'd have to send like non-military things over there.
Right.
So the Viet Cong were using Laos as
that's it.
A file.
Well, he kept going on, and he's like, once it's all over, we kept going. When the government got more involved, and it's like, yeah, it wasn't fun anymore. So I tell him, I said, so you're the reason why people hate this country. He said, probably, yeah. But I don't give a fuck. I got money. I'm drinking. I don't give a fuck. Hey, you know what? I'm going to cheers to that. There you go. Let's cheers to that. I mean, coolest old dude I've ever seen. I just want that, like, the amount of no fucks given. Like, I don't care what the fuck happens. I don't care.
I mean, Fat Electrician says it's never a war crime the first time.
and he's right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
I just
kill 50 men.
That's going to be on my mind since until I die that he told me all that shit. It's crazy.
I was down in Savannah, I want to say like a couple months ago for my buddy's bachelor party. And I think he's been in Savannah before. I haven't been in a while. It was back in March, I believe, because it was a St. Patrick's Day rugby tournament. And it's his bachelor party. He's not paying for drinks. We're all buying him drinks. And I'm the evil one of the group, so I'm giving him the worst shots imaginable.
I could, yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. So, I gave him like Grand Meritor, Kahlua. I was trying to find a bar that had Sambuca the whole time. And the one bar I found that had Sambuca, the bartender made the terrible decision to be like, do you want this chilled or not? I'm like, not chilled.
Oh.
So I preference it by giving him the shot. I'm like, hey, this is the one I've been trying to find for a while. Here you go. And
he's probably wasted by now too, right?
Oh yeah,
he
was doing fireball. He was doing pickle shots. Like it was bad. And the bartender like gives it to him, and he drinks it and like makes a terrible face. She's like, "Wait, I thought you were the good friend. You're the evil friend, and I believed you." I was like, "Yes, I've been doing this all weekend." And he got so pissed drunk. And we made it home safe like each night. The last night I felt bad, so I'm like, okay, I'll go shot for shot with you. Whatever shot you have, I'll have the same one. They became the evil friends because I was just doing whiskey sours all night. Then we get to the last bar, and the bartender convinces him to do a pickle shot. So with all those whiskey sours on my stomach, I do the pickle shot, and we get done. We go home. We go back to the Airbnb, and I'm laying on my bed, and then like my stomach starts.
Be lucky you were in a bed.
Yeah,
I've been there a couple times.
My stomach starts to churn, and I go and just absolutely violently puke up everything. I was the only one that puked that whole time. They still give me shit about it.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing about shots in general is when you start taking them, they usually free flow very well.
Until like a couple hours later, then it's just like...
So you start mixing with stupid shit.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm like the king of that. Like, I'll start off with the good shots. You know, you'll get your kamikazes, you know, your lemon drops. Like, I love royal flushes. A lot of people don't just because of that, you know, the crown aspect of it. But like, was that your bachelor party or Rico's with the jello shots that Matt made?
I don't even remember.
So, like, we did his and our buddy Rico's bachelor party almost a year apart.
Mm-hmm.
And we had invited a guy named Matt. And I want to say it was Rico. No, it was yours.
Matt is actually married now. I don't know what he's doing, but he's, like, traveling the world. He's a really rehabilitated person. He used to be a severe...
He was a derelict like us.
He got domesticated at marriage.
Basically. But he made a handle of jello shots.
Oh, God.
So, like... We're doing these jello shots the entire, like, we're there for 2.5 days, and we're doing them.
They're
and
being
like,
passed out like, here you go.
Yeah, exactly. So, like...
Todd got tore up, started passing them everywhere.
Yeah, every day for, like, 2 days straight, I swear to you, I was shitting a pride flag.
My finger was stained.
It was horrible. What'd you say?
My finger was stained.
Oh, yeah, his finger was stained, you know.
Oh, you don't use your tongue?
I've never thought about doing that, but it's a good idea. My tongue's not that skilled. So.
I had one of my first roommates was a lesbian, so she was like, I only do Jello shots with my tongue because I'm trying to impress every other girl at the party. I'm like, that is actually smart. I'm going to start doing Jello shots that way. So you like get the end of it with your tongue, and then.
Well, it's too late for me. I can't do that now. But
I'm so asking your wife about that.
I don't do that. Don't do that.
And I will see her on Friday.
Ask his wife what her favorite letter is.
She doesn't have a favorite letter. It's the whole alphabet. Anyways.
But the best shot my buddy was given wasn't by me. The bartender gave him a Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse for free. Yeah, for free. It was like, it was the
Jack, Jim.
God, that's a death.
Jameson.
And what's the other
Johnny
one?
Walker.
That's it, yeah.
We did that one time. We did that. We hung out with a buddy of his from the railroad, and he's like, we fucked up. You choose Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
He fucking had to pay. He was ready. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. And we took it. I couldn't handle it.
You never did.
It was an expensive shot for free.
He took it, and we didn't pay. He paid for it, but I took it.
Wasn't that the one where you like stopped? And
Oh, dude, I had to go outside.
We left Wild Wing Cafe, which is closed now, which he might have been partially responsible.
The one up in North Charleston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that shut down.
It's been gone for a while.
Yeah, like over a year.
Oh,
we were drinking hard that night though, but
yeah, like so he puked in the bushes, which you still call Dr. D's one bush. Anyway, and then like on the way home, he had to like stop 2 more times and puke in bushes.
couldn't
So
handle it.
if you woke up anywhere from here to Somerville and seen puke in your bush, it might have been this guy right over here.
Yeah.
There's plenty of times where we've been drinking heavy like that, and he just this guy, he'll come up with a damn. He'll walk away and he'll come back with his little hat tilted over and stuff like that. And next thing I know, here comes a freaking tray of car bombs. Like, oh my God.
That's his kryptonite.
Oh my God. No. And I got to take it. He bought it, right? I got to drink it. I'm like, dude, really? He just comes with a fucking shit-eating grin. All right, buddy. Here you go. And we're drinking. They're done. I'm still sitting here. I gotta psych myself up. And,
yeah, so the barometer is I always wear my hat kind of cockeyed anyway.
Yeah.
But as I get more and more drunk, it just slowly starts.
That's how I am with like button t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like, the buttons start like so. The one night from college, I had a button shirt on. It was like the normal like 2 buttons off the top.
Right.
Show like a little bit of the hair and necklace. When I was passed out in my bathroom, my roommates took a picture of me. All the buttons were out.
Yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, the always joke was when the hat got like that,
and it's
stop.
cut off.
Yep, I'm cut off.
Yeah, I've like from going to Topgolf and then midget stripper night. Like I've noticed how
They weren't strippers. They really didn't see
they
anything.
were entertainers.
Yeah, it was a burlesque show.
Burlesque.
So the funny thing about that is, the next day my sister's a part of the Women of Charleston Facebook group,
Right.
and there was a post on there of a girl being like, "If your husband is so and so, he was up there receiving a dance from multiple midget strippers."
I wasn't up there.
I was.
You was, but
I
you
was.
were too.
Yeah, because me and your supervisor gave that was our birthday gift to you.
Yeah, and so she like texted me about this. She was like, "Did you see that guy up there?" I'm like, "Yes." And
Yes, that's
like, yeah, I saw him. And she was like, yeah, so the whole comments are just being like, he was terrible, blah, 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 you should break up with him. She's like, these women are dumb. I'm like, he's not going to go home with one of these, like one of the entertainers. Like, it's just all in good fun. And she was just showing me, like, all the posts, and I was sitting there just like, this is funny as shit.
Yeah.
Let me know how that goes.
So before he cut you off, what were you about to preference there? You're talking about going to Topgolf and then...
Oh, I was saying, like, all the drinks that you buy is, like, I normally have, like, 1 or 2 beers during the Topgolf. Anytime I'm with Dr. D and Andrew, it's always, like, shots, 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 here you go. I'm like...
Line them up.
Yeah. Like, all right.
It's always like that. He always does that shit.
I feel like he's just trying to buy me more shots at Topgolf, so, like,
He's
my
trying to have his way
slice
with you.
gets all the way out
Yeah,
there.
it didn't help. He was still kicking my flabby ass.
Once I found the glitch, I'm like, I just have to hit to that corner, and then it'll stop tracking it and just roll it to, like, the 48 points each time. So I was just aiming at that corner and just hitting the shots.
Yeah, which is funny because they were making fun of my stance. It's like, yeah, I am not the most athletic person on the planet, clearly from my girth here.
Him at Topgolf is the thrift store. What's his name? John Daly.
There you go.
Thrift store John Daly.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm like Tiger Woods if he smoked a week worth of crack and then went on a 5-day bender and then died and sat in a chair for 3 days.
He did 2 of the 3.
I know, well, and he could afford it. He's a billionaire.
Yeah.
And then still got a zombified tiger and tried to hit the ball. That would be me.
Like the only time I heard about Tiger was after the affair and his wife chased him with a 9-iron. And then immediately saw the South Park episode making fun of it.
Yeah.
Dude, PGA 9, I think it was.
And then they, at the end of one of my favorite episodes, at the end, they're playing it like it normally would, and they're like, "This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Golf sucks."